that focuses on developing cancer drugs for Asian patients. On the side, she has been quietly involved in Sarawak politics with none other than Francis Lia. And she will be one of the women ministry initiatives between UK and Malaysia to combat pregnancy issues, which will be held sometime in February next year. And before I call Jacqueline, let me share and allow me 1 minute, is it okay? You know, when Francis sang the song, you don't know if you don't believe in him. Actually, my journey, why be Hannah Yeoh will not know. I have been singing praises for her since she won the Suruhanjaya seat in 2008, which she won with a 13,000 over majority, and subsequently the second election in 2013, which she won by over 28,000. You know, and I viewed her video on the Sengambut election. I thought that was one of the best ceramahs I ever heard, and I was in viral as a bacha, you know, and we didn't have internet connection. No, but I know Hannah Yeoh will win hands down without any doubt. But when she got Sengambut with a 45,702 votes, you know, I even know the figures, you know. I'm trying to know figures. I know that we are indeed into Malaysia, Baru. So Hannah, finally I got to meet you in person. Praise the Lord. Okay, without further ado, shall I invite Dr. Jacqueline Kwek up here? And the floor, I hand over the floor to you, Jacqueline.
Our guest of honor, it's probably not a stranger to all of you, but I still think maybe I should do some justice in just introducing her. So YB Hannah Yeoh is the Deputy Minister for Women and Family and Community Development. She's currently also the MP for Sengambut, KL Federation jurisdiction, where she contested in the historical general election in 2018 as a Pakatan Harapan candidate. This is interesting fact. She was actually the youngest and the first women speaker in any legislation body in Malaysia. She had served 2 terms, as what Edmund had said, in the Selangor State Jurisdiction Legislation Assembly. And do you guys know that she was actually the young global leader class of 2018 for the World Economic Forum? So Hannah is actually a lawyer by training, and she actually practiced before her political life at DAP. And DAP, she was actually the vice chair for the Women Malaysia and also the chair for Women Selangor. She's married with 2 beautiful daughters. So there you go. That's our special guest. So without further ado, I think we just kind of quickly move on to it. I'm sure all of you are kind of interested now. YB, you have gotten a new portfolio. Everyone will be kind of trickling in their mind, including me. Like, what does your portfolio actually do? Maybe from there we can kickstart the conversation.
First of all, I want to thank all of you for taking time out to come and spend the afternoon with MOCS and also myself. This is a great time to be back in Sarawak, especially after the last round, where I was sent back in Cebu. And when I was sent back, I was made to buy my own ticket to go back. And ever since then, I actually didn't pay a lot of attention to Sarawak, simply because I thought, if we are not needed here, especially the sentiment at that time was Sarawak for Sarawakins only. And that's something that I personally, I couldn't accept that theme. And I said it even to my party leaders and to the government then. I think it was the late Anand Satif. I actually say openly, I say Sarawak for Sarawakians is something that I find it hard to believe or hard to accept or hard to swallow, simply because in 2008 when I joined politics, my aim is to fight corruption and to fight race-based, right? And race-based, at the heart of race-based is discrimination. So already in Malaysia, we are discriminated, or you know, some practices, race, religion, and to add on Sarawak for Sarawakians only is region. The third R, region. So at that time I think, okay, Malaysians are divided enough. You know, let's start building on common platform and let's stop talking about what divides us. Let's start building as a nation. And so when I spoke about that, of course it's not popular because the sentiment at that time here was Sarawak for Sarawakians only. Anybody say otherwise, you'll be wiped out. So I say, okay, I'll just focus my energy elsewhere and do other things. And so now it's so good to be back, especially after what happened on the 9th of May. I think what happened on the 9th of May, we all know that every state contributed to the victory 9th of May. There's no way we could have delivered 9th of May without the help of Sarawak. No way, right? And so 9th of May is something that we can jointly claim ownership to, and we must guard it very protectively and fiercely, and must make sure that we do not go back the same way again, because it took a long time for that thing to happen, and it takes key stakeholders, right time, right players for that change to happen. And so we all have a joint responsibility now to guard this new Malaysia Baru, and that's why the topic I propose to Francis is, what is our role? There must be something that we have to do to guard this Malaysia Baru and not just leave it in the hands of Tun Dr. Mahathir in Putrajaya. So today I hope to be able to tackle some of that. But for a start, I look I assist our Deputy Prime Minister, Dato Sri Dr. Wan Aziza, to look after this ministry called the Ministry for Women, Family and Community Development. Now, what does this ministry do? Literally everything. From the time you are conceived in your mother's womb until the time you go to the grave. We look after every social aspect of a Malaysian, right? So everyone has a mother, belong to a family, and belong to a community. So all your problems will ultimately be our problem, right? So because of that, it's such a wide topic. We look after 8 groups of people: women, family, children, OKU, the homeless, NGOs. And for me, I think the greatest challenge is to compete with other ministries for a budget that looks after all Malaysians. That really is our challenge. And later on, I want to be able to share, as we go into more questions, I want to go into sharing more details about how this ministry can affect you and what you can do to help this ministry. Yeah? Is that good for a start?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. I think that was like my first 3 questions. She covered it.